got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Inside. And there's the bucket from McRae. McRae's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A strong move to the basket. Power to get that up there.
And by Okoye. And it's Memphis on the break. Up the floor. Jay the pass to McRae. Here's the beast. Memphis moving it around. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Elliott the bucket.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him. Because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Here's the beast. Tries again, and there's the bucket from McRae. McRae's got 8.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's the great. Bobby passes to the great. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Back the pass to Olave. Pass to Matt. Here's Battis one. Got a piece of it. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Here's McRae. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Just an amazing game for Jay. He's already up to 10 points and also a blocked shot. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Here's Mack. The layup off target.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
And so here's Memphis. 4-point game. And stolen by Bellamy. And now running it up the court. Matt pushing it up.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
To the paint. Here's the beast. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big players.
Hands it from downtown.
That's a huge play there, Kevin. The trade and the foul. Not what the defense had in mind there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
That puts them in the lead. Olave's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Okoye's shot is off.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Here's the great. 9 points in the game so far. 6 to shoot. Here is Elliott. Here's Olave. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. The great out there at banished one. Then it's Elliott, and it's Lagoba, and it's Bellamy in at the 2. Here's Okoye, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the day.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Stolen. Bellamy with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And he gets it to go. Olabi's got 5.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Mack. There's the pass to Elliott. Here's the great. Here's Olabi. And again. And it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a bet.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Right wing. Kicks it to Mack. He feeds it to Bellamy. Best 3 to shoot. Great look, but off the mark.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Fires from 18. Here's the beast. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. And you look at the beast, second in the league, having an excellent season. And, of course, the great.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Here's the beast, covered by Elliott. Rebounded by Elliott. Stripped away. Got a piece of it. Here's Afolabi. The step-back jumper is good. The greats got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Sanchez. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Bacobre, he's checked in for Bellamy. Here's the beast. Off the inbound, and it's denied. One-on-one fast break. And a... another 3 for Portland.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. As long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Here's the Beast.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's picked off to the right side. Here's Jay. Pass to Sanchez. Fires, high post. Good as the jump shot falls.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Pass to the Great. 1:30 left to play here in the half.
What a performance. Just look at the game for the Great. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Sanchez. The pass to the Beast. Good. The Beast's got 6.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Portland leading by 6. Back to pass to the Great. It's rebounded by McCray.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Pass to Freak. Lets it go from deep. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies are able to retain possession here. .55 seconds left here in the second. And now Portland on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
McCray. The assist from.
Here's Mack. Passes it to the Great. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. And he gets it to go. 6 points for the Cobra.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Deflects the pass. Here's Afalabi. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Jay. With the fadeaway. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Sanchez. Here's Mack, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off, and the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Trailblazers up 5.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building obvious. Checking out the Trailblazers. They'll be extremely motivated to come out in the second half and try to... All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
McCray is out there with the Okoye. Then it's P, then it's the Beast, and it's Jay in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws. Here's Mack. The pass to the Cobra. A three-pointer is right on target. The Cobra's got his second bucket of the night. And
good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Matt, it's deflected, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Pass to Elliott. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Passes it to Jay. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to the Beast. Takes a shot at the elbow, and another basket for Memphis. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Matt. He has 6. And the pass to Elliott. Here's Baddest one. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Elliott uses the glass to finish the layup. Elliott's got 4 points this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's the Beast. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's insisting that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Around Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Clock at 6. Lobby passes to Elliott. Portland needs to get off a shot.
They haven't had as much success here in the second half from the three-point line, but that hasn't kept them from staying on the lead. They've missed more three-pointers this half, but they're still in good shape.
The Beast. Shot from 16. Fader on the way, and it's Memphis with another.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Passes it to the Great. He kicks it to Matt. Pass to the Great. Pass to Elliott. Here's Baddest one. Buries the long-range jumper. The Lobby's got 11 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jay. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The pass to Elliott. To the middle. Here's the Cobra. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Jay. Drills it from outside. Jay's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Matt. He's got 8. Stolen. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Mack, and on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Baddest one out there with Elliott. And it's the Cobra, and there's the Great, and it's Mack in at the point.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
Jay, the pass to McCray. Breaks a big height. and goes in. McRae's got 19 points.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Feeds it to Matt to the left wing. Bobby passes to Elliott. Down low, here's McRae, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And he dumps it down.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. The greats got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Mack, good. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Sanchez, the pass to McRae. Almost, but it rolls out. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Alabi, and the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the left side wing. And he jams it with authority.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of the backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
To the wing right side. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Memphis. P's got his 3rd rebound on the night. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And the officials call a traveling violation.
You know, offensively, they're looking much sharper here in the second half. The turnovers and miscues are down, and I think they're getting quality shots as well.
Here's Matt. Pass it to Alabi. Here is Elliott. Plenty of space. That's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the 4th. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Shot from the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 8 points for the Cobra.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
I like the way, Greg, they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off. That's excellent discipline on display right there.
Portland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're leading by 2. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told them, this is what we played for all season, guys, right here. We have to summon every ounce of energy and strength and leave it on the floor. We'll see if they have it in them, Kevin.
Here's McRae. Pass to the Beast. Here's Jay. Cans the three.
As I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're losing by one. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what you take.
You know, looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
You have a 2-for-1 situation, guys. If there's an option in this scenario, I'd be interested to see what they devise.
The great passage to the Cobra. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? You know, he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
To the middle. Here's a lobby. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that silver platter, just serving up.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That will put them up by 2. Here's Mack. For the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Memphis take this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.